Hi everyone, happy Thursday. Today we're going to jump back into our story of the week called 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Now, we've been reading through this story since Monday, and we have learned a lot about our characters. So, the main character is Professor Aronnax, and remember, he set out with a crew on the ship, the Abraham Lincoln, to help find this mysterious beast that has been terrorizing the world. Now, in the last chapter, in chapter 3, we found out that it really wasn't a beast after all, but it was a man made submarine. Now, the author left us hanging on the edge right at the end as the professor and consul, his servant, and Ned stepped into the submarine. So, today we're going to be reading chapter 4, and it's called Two Strangers. So, I think we're going to find out what the inside of the submarine looks like and meet some people that have been living in the submarine. Now, the submarine is underwater in the ocean. So, could you imagine living in a submarine for months on end, probably really small space, just confined or quarantined like we all are now in this submarine. So let's see who these people are and what their story is. So chapter 4, Two Strangers. We were in the machine in a matter of seconds. I shivered all over. I had no idea what would happen. At first, we were in total darkness. I couldn't see anything. I felt my feet clinging to the steps of a ladder. Ned and Consul followed me. At the bottom of the ladder, a door opened. It shut with a bang. We were alone. All was black. I could hardly imagine where we were. It was a good half hour before we got some light. It appeared with two men. One man was short with strong muscles. He had dark hair and a black mustache. The other man was tall with good looks. The two strangers spoke to each other in a language I had never heard. I spoke up in French and told them I didn't understand. When I got no answer, I decided to tell my story just in case they might understand a few words. I told them our names, speaking slowly about each one of us. The men listened to me. I was sure they didn't understand. I nodded for Ned to try in English. They made no reply to him either. Consul then tried in German, but we got the same blank stares from the men. In a few minutes, they left, leaving us confused and scared. So I'm wondering, where are these men coming from and what language do they speak if it's not French, which is what our professor speaks, English, or German? So I'm wondering what he speaks. We talked about our situation for a few minutes. Just then, the door opened. A man entered with clothes, coats, and pants made out of a material I had never seen. We quickly got out of our wet things. As we dressed, the man set the table in the room and put out 3 plates. What do you think they eat here? Ned asked. Turtle liver and shark? To our surprise, we were treated as if we were in a nice restaurant. We ate several kinds of fish, some of which I had never tasted before. There were other foods that I enjoyed, even though I couldn't tell if they were vegetable or animal. Each of us cleaned our plates. We saw some writing on each one. Mobilis in mobili. And the letter N. The letter N was probably the initial of the boat's captain. We didn't spend time thinking about that. We were tired and full from our meal. Ned and Consul stretched out on the carpet and were soon asleep. I couldn't relax, though. My thoughts were on all that had happened to us in the last several hours. Finally, I allowed myself to rest. I fell into a deep, deep sleep in this strange monster we had found. And that is the end of chapter 4. So, a fairly short chapter today, but an important one. What sticks out to me is that the men that they found on this submarine haven't said a single word to our characters. We don't know what language they speak, who they are, or where they've come from. But I do like how our characters finally got out of the water. I was definitely a little worried for them at first. So I would love to hear what you guys liked or did not like from this chapter and to hear your thoughts about what you think will happen tomorrow. Remember, you are able to add comments on Edsby on our journal post and just make sure you say what you liked from our read aloud or what you didn't. And I really look forward to hearing from you guys. And I will see you tomorrow for Friday and chapter 5 of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. See you guys later.